Hi, Kevin O'Keefe, Cork Business Coach. Today we're going to talk about how's the fastest way to increase your profits as a business owner. And the fastest way is to increase your prices. Now that often makes business owners very nervous. They think, will I lose my customers? Will they move away from me, go to my competitors? It's very competitive. Well, what if I could show you a way to increase your prices and actually retain your existing customers and, in fact, attract new customers? And we have a straightforward way of doing that. We're looking at, we need to move you from commodity thinking about your product and service into niche thinking, which is, what is the benefit? What are the benefits, advantages that your customers get from dealing with you? Okay, so we need to find out what you're selling. And of course, to find that out, we need to talk to your customers and find out what they are buying. Because that will then tell us, what is it they're buying? What is the niche? Why do they come to you as opposed to the competitors? So there's 5 questions that we ask to find out what you're selling. So the first question is, and when you're talking to your customers, why did you come to us in the first place? What influenced you to come to us in the first place? Doesn't matter if they've been with you for 20 years or their father's been buying for you. Why do they come to you in the first place? Okay, second question for your regular customers, why do you keep coming back? What influences you to keep coming back? Okay, then the third question is for the move away from people. Some people are move away from, some people are move towards. So I don't want to be poor is the same as I want to be rich, but it's just a different approach. So for the move away from people, we ask, what are the 2 things we do that irritate you? Okay, because we want to find that out. And then for the move towards people, what are the 2 things we could do better? Okay, and the last question then is, would you refer us to your non-competing businesses, colleagues, contacts? And if you would, what would you say? Okay, those 5 questions basically will help us to establish what your customers are buying. And in the knowledge that, the same products and services, people may be buying something somewhat different, maybe buying different things to get different results from your products and services. So when we look at those questions, look at the top 20% of your customers, ideally we'd get 100 responses on this so that we get a good cross-section. We don't get skewed one way or the other. With that, we can find out, by analyzing that, we can find out what you're selling, or certainly what your customers are buying, which then allows us to say what you're selling. Once we have that, we're now talking about that side of the equation, what people are actually getting. We're moving them from just about price, which all you talk about when you're talking about a commodity, and we're now looking at the niche that you have as to why people come to you. So a couple of things happen with that. You're having that discussion, you're able to look at the value that you're adding for your customers and able to increase your prices in relative terms. They can see the return on the investment they get from working with you rather than your competitors. But equally, it gives us marketing material to target other similar businesses and say, this is what we can do for you. This is what our customer, we understand what we're selling. This is it. This is what we can do for you. So it helps us to attract new customers. So if you'd like to find out more about that, why don't you visit my website, Kevin O'Keefe, Cork Business Coach, and we can have a chat, and you can log on there and we can have a chat about how this would apply in your business. Thanks.